Hello, all my friends, hello. Hello, all my friends, hello. I'm feeling real silly, so let's start the show. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. That's a long time of singing for me. Welcome to Tazzy Read Stuff, where me, Tazzy, read stuff, like the stuff behind us and the stuff beside us and the stuff over there. Well, I don't read that one. This is Miss Christie. Say hi, Miss Christie.
Yes, Christie. You have a hard time reading me sometimes.
What did you mean?
Yeah.
Nah. There you go. Justin went and got a new computer chair today. That's pretty awesome. And then Gay Kirby says that the grapes are growing well this year. There'll be more jelly coming. Oh, the jelly is delicious jelly.
Yes.
It's very delicious jelly.
That's a lot of work making
it is.
That jelly. It is.
It's not as much work eating the jelly.
No, it is a lot less work to eat it than it is to
Sometimes
make
it's
it.
more work to open up the jar than it is to eat the jelly.
Sometimes.
It is. Oh, yeah. Sometimes they're really stuck on there. So
Sometimes.
I have to, yeah, that's it.
When they're sealed?
Yeah.
You have to get it to pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it goes like this. Like that. Miss Christie can do that. I don't. Well, no, it doesn't work like that. If it makes that sound when you open it, don't eat that. Don't eat that jar of jelly.
That's actually pretty wise words.
That's it. If it makes this sound, don't eat the jar of jelly. That's it. If a jar farts, don't eat it. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
That's very true.
Oh, you can eat this. Listen. That's good, but if it goes, no, you don't eat that. Are my teeth clean?
Your teeth are fine, Tazzy.
Okay,
you don't
no.
need to use tape to clean them again.
No tape today. You know what you can do, though? To be silly, you can do this. Take the tape, and you go like this. You go. You tape it like that. My nose is too big. Ow! Ow! Don't do that. Hey, look, I got a face print on my tape. See? That way, if I ever commit a crime, they go, we need to do your face print.
Uh-huh.
I can't. Can you tell that off? Oh, there it fell. Okay, good. Nah. Good evening, Taz and Miss Christie from Yasminka and Albert and Barb. So there we go. That's perfect. Shall we read a book, Miss Christie? We're going to keep reading Seuss books. Let's read a book. Don't yawn, Miss. Oh, Miss Christie, you're not allowed to yawn. That was a good one. It was so big I almost lost my Ricola.
Uh-oh.
Let's read a book. This book is one of the I Can Lick 30 Tigers Today and Other Stories. That's what this one is called. Let's get me some green glasses. This is an older book. You can tell just by the way it is bound. It's called Permabound, which means that it's. Okay, that's
You didn't really explain that.
1960. Oh, it's big. It goes. So that's how it.
That is not an explanation. That's just noises, Tazzy. That's not an explanation.
Does anybody understand what I mean when I said? I bet you somebody understands what I'm saying. This book is from 1969. I would have been 2 years old when this book was written. I Can Lick 30 Tigers Today. This book was taken out of the Tech Central Library in 1991. So this book stayed in that library for that many years. It's pretty cool. Well, maybe 29. You down there with the curly hair, will you please step out of line? I can lick 29 tigers today.
It's a lot of tigers.
Yeah. Well, that's sort of a mean thing to do. So I'll cut down my list. First group is dismissed. I'll beat up the next 22. I can lick 22 tigers today. Oh, it looks like the camera is it delayed a bit?
It's a little.
Does it look delayed on your side? Just to ask you if the camera feels delayed on your end. Albert, if you can let me know, that'd be great. Well, I can maybe lick 13. You in the front row, you're excused, you may go. Your fingernails aren't very clean. I can lick 13 today. Well, quite a few seem underweight, and it's not fair after all. I can't, to lick tigers so small, I think I can lick 8. I will lick 8 tigers today. Well, you look sort of sleepy to me, some of you chaps. You should go home and take some naps. I intend to lick 3. I can lick 3 big tigers today. Well, it says all good. So there you go. Maybe it's just on our end that it's kind of weird. Well, it's frightfully hot in the sun. You too, I'm afraid. You should lie down in the shade. You're safe. I shall only lick 1. I will lick 1 mighty tiger today.
Thank goodness all of the rest of them are safe.
Yeah, they're safe. That's it. But, you know, I sort of have a hunch. Noontime is near. I can't wait to be here. You just wait for me here. I'll beat you up after lunch.
Sounds like he's kind of avoiding it a little
I
bit.
think
Hey?
he's avoiding it. No, that's the whole story. These are little stories. So here we go. This one's called King Louis Cats. King Louis Cats. I like that little. Oh, it looks like the camera's caught up to us. King Louis Cats. There we go. We'll read this one. Way back in the golden days, in the year 139, a fancy cat named Louis was the king of Katzenstein. King Louis was a proud cat, mighty proud of his royal tail. He had it washed every morning in a 10-gallon golden pail. My tail is so lovely. A tail. King Louis used to brag. My tail must never touch the earth. My tail must never drag. So Louis cats made Fooey cats follow him around, and Fooey kept the kingly thing from dragging on the ground. Well, all was fine in Kazakhstan, and the king's tail wasn't dragging, but one day Fooey looked behind and saw that his tail was dragging and sagging. My lovely tail, he sighed with pride. Oh, this will never do. If Louis has his tail held up, well, I'll have mine held up too. So Fooey cats made Cooey cats follow him around, and Cooey cats kept Fooey's cat tail from dragging on the ground.
It's a lot of work just to keep a tail from dragging on the ground.
That's what tape is for. Now all was fine in Kazakhstan till Cooey's pride was hurt when he discovered his fine tail was the one dragging in the dirt. So Cooey made a cat named Chewy follow him around, and Chewy cats kept Cooey's tail from dragging on the ground. Look at the face that he's got.
Parade. Pardon?
You see the face that he's got there?
Yep.
He's grump.
Very concerned about his tail.
I'm very concerned about his tail. And so it went in Kazakhstan. Next, Chewy cats got Hooey, and Hooey cats got Bluey, and Bluey cats got Pruey, until the cats in Kazakhstan were hiking all around and round, all keeping each other's tail from dragging on the ground. All proud except for one small cat.
That's quite the parade.
Yep. The last cat in line and all the cats that lived in Kazakhstan, the most unhappy little cat named Zooey, Katzenbein, his tail would never be held up. So poor old Zooey knew it, because holding up a cat's tail takes another cat to do it. Poor Zooey got so awfully mad, so mad he could have spit, but he did a far, far braver thing. He simply yelled, I quit. I cannot, shall not, will not lug this stupid thing around. He slammed the tail of Prudy Cat. He slammed it on the ground.
It does take a lot of bravery to quit.
Yeah, to quit. Then Prudy Cat slammed Bluey's tail, and Bluey Cat slammed Hooey's, and Hooey Cat slammed Chewy's tail, and Chewy Cat slammed Cooey's. All tails in Kazakhstan were slammed, including the proud King Louis.
They look like they enjoyed slamming them
Yeah.
down. They're all smiling.
Yeah. And since the day in Katzstein, all the cats have been grown up. They're more democratic because each cat holds his own tail up.
That's a good plan.
Yeah. The glunk that got thunk is
This
the next
is a
one.
new story.
The
That
new
was the end
story.
of that
That's the end of
story.
that story. And
This
here's
is a new story.
the glunk that got thunk. My sister likes to do everything some evenings after supper. Oh. A thing my sister likes to do some evenings after supper is sit upstairs in her small room using her thinker-upper. She turns her thinker-upper on and she lets it softly purr and thinks up friendly little things with smiles and fuzzy fur.
This is a story about me. I love to sit and think.
Yeah, see, I have a thinker-upper, but I don't use my writer-downer very much. That's a really good thing. I use my thinker-upper, but I don't use my writer-downer. I use my thinker-upper, but not my writer-downer. Ideas. You write them down. I just use my writer-downer and my thinker-upper at the same time.
You totally did.
That's awesome. She sometimes does this by the hour, and then when she's tired of play, she turns her unthinker on her unthinker and unthinks things away. Well, one evening she was thinking up some fuzzy little stuff. The sister sighed, this stuff's all right, but it's not fun enough. I've got to think of bigger things. I bet I can, you know. I'll speed my thinker-upper up as fast as it will go.
So she has an unthinker?
Yeah, she just turns her unthinker on, which is the turning off the
I could
thinker-upper.
use one of those.
Yeah, I could use it when I want to sleep sometimes. Think, think, she cried. Her thinker-upper gave her a snorty snore, and started thunk, thunk, thunking, like it never thunk before. With all of her might, her eyes shut tight, she cried, thunk, thunk, some more. Then blunk, her thinker-upper thunked, a double clunker clunk. My sister's eyes flew open when she saw she thunk a glunk. He was greenish, not too cleanish, and he sort of had bad breath. Good gracious, gasped my sister. I thunked up quite a meth.
It would be really unusual for, your thoughts to come to life in front of you. Like,
she turned on her unthinker. She tried to think the glunk away, but she found that her unthinker didn't seem to work that day. The glunk just smiled and said, Dear child, you can't unthink a glunk. Ask anyone, and they'll tell you a glunk can't be unthunk. I'm here to stay forever in your lovely, lovely home. Now, with your permission, dear, I'd like to use your telephone. I call my mother every night, and she gives me such great joy. She lives 9,000 miles away, and I'm her only boy.
that's a long ways away. You'd have to call your mother if
No
she
kidding.
lived 9,000 miles away.
Long distance is expensive, sister cried. Get off that line. But the glunk dialed Texacota Cut 1234509. Hello, dear mother, gabbed the glunk. I hope you're feeling fine. Don't worry about the phone bill. It'll all be paid by a friend of mine. I've called just to tell you how I love you. Oh, I do. Today I did some cooking, and I cooked some glunker stew. Let me tell you how I did it. This may take some time, too. You take a cup of applesauce, you add a pinch of straw, you drop in 14 oysters and cook then 7 raw, 7 cooked and 7 raw. You beat it to a frazzle and with a special frazzle spade. Then you pour it in a rubber boot, half filled with lemonade. Then you toss it in the mixer and you smuggle it and spin it. Stop! My sister yelled. This costs $10 every minute.
Oh boy.
Yeah, long distance used to be very, very expensive.
Yeah. You don't want somebody sharing recipes when it costs like That much.
Money? Oh, pooh, the clunk just laughed. Don't think of things like that. He said, now, darling mother, let me see, where was I at? Oh, you take it off the mixer, and the stew is nicely pink. Then you add a hunk of something, a hunk of chunk of luck, I think. And then you chuck in chunks of chiclets, and you plunk in 7 cherries, and then you plunk in, mother dear, 3 different dozen kinds of berries. Now, mother mine, please do this right. These berries that are you're plunkin', unless you plunk them with great care, they'll keep the stew from glunkin'. Stop, stop! My sister, you screamed. It's not a funny joke. My father can't afford this call. My father will go broke. I like this picture. No, you keep still, the clunk snapped back. He kicked at her in the shin. Don't interrupt my mother when she's plunking berries in. Now, mother, plunk berry 1, blue, and then plunk berry 1 berry raz. What's that? You have no raspberry? Well, everybody has. Well, if you don't have raspberries, raz, the schnozberry will do. If you have a schnoz, you have, I know you have, no, plunk it in the stew. And he went on talking berries with his dear old mother, darling mother. He jabbered and he blabbered for an hour and then another. He talked $300 worth. My sister shook with fright. This clunk will cost us millions. He might jabber on all night. My father will be ruined. We'll be penniless. We're sunk unless I can unthunk him. You must unthunk this glunk. I
think she needs to find where the phone is plugged into the wall and just pull it up.
I like, he's got his elbow just resting on the lamp. Squish. I've never heard this story before, and I love the pictures in it. And that's how I found them. She was standing there unthunking. The glunk was still talking glunker stew. The glunk was not unglunking.
Glunks are gonna glunk.
That's it.
Yeah.
And Gabby glunk. Could she unthunk the glunk alone? Very doubtful whether. So I turned on my unthinker and we unthunk the glunk together.
Teamwork. Cooperation.
That's it. Then I gave her quite a talking to about her thinker-upper. Now she only thinks up fuzzy things in the evening after supper.
Yeah, you never put your thinker-upper into overdrive. That's a bad idea.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like this book. What a great book this was. I'm glad we read it. We have a few more to read still. I'm going to have to find some more. I don't have Thidwick the Big-Hearted Moose. I'm going to have to try to order that one. Yeah, there we go. I can lick 300 tigers, or 30 tigers today. Which he didn't.
He did not.
No, he decided, I'm going to lick. And then the tigers are like, yeah, you think you're talking to me? I'm like, no. I thought maybe I could only do down to 1. And then it's lunchtime. I got to go.
Do you think he decided it was better to be ABK than it was to try to beat up tigers?
Yeah, well, it was also about not having to brag about being able to do something, right? Mm-hmm. And just went, oh, okay, well, I really can't. You don't have to impress people with what you can do. You should impress people with what you're doing. Just being you, right? In all that you say and all that you do, you don't have to be perfect. You've just got to be you. That's what we say. Birda, 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 boop, butt up. How does it go?
Birda, 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 birda,
birda, birda, birda, birda, burp, butt up. Birda, 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 birda. Not
beep, bop, bloop.
Close enough. There you go. Hope you had a great time. I'm not sure if I'll be reading tomorrow night, and I'm not sure I'll be reading Saturday night. But if I can, I'll get back in time to read tomorrow night. Actually, I'm pretty sure I can't because the show will be going on too long for me to read to you. So please read a book yourself, or maybe read a book to your mom or dad or somebody in your family. It'd be really cool if you want to do that.
They can read it to their stuffies too.
Read it to your stuffies too. Because I know that likes me to read to him sometimes.
Yeah.
Just the other day, I was like, hey, do you want me to read to you? And he's like, yes, please. So I read him a book.
That was very nice.
I read him Almost Everybody Farts.
You read. Well, I mean, he's here. He listens to you every night.
Yeah, he does, but sometimes he just wants...
Just by himself?
He wants some Tazzy time. That's it.
Yeah.
There you go, everybody. Oh, there's lots of... Whoops. Let's go... what did I do? I did this, and I got to go on this side. And there's lots of other comments I didn't see. Annette is here. Hello, Annette. Pat is here. Hey, Pat. Charlie's there with you. Hello, Charlie. How are you from all the way down in the United States of America? That's awesome. Did you like the fireworks? Pat, thank you very much for sending me the pictures. Sending me the pictures of the video of the fireworks. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that because we switched it around a little bit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Rick Ruff likes books too. Behind you. Oh, Rick Ruff right there.
Yeah.
That's Rick Ruff.
I think that's why he ended up over here.
That's right, because so he could see behind my shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Charlie, I hope you're having a good day. Rob Somerville, everybody, thank you very much. I'm sorry I didn't say hi to you a little bit earlier. Good luck with my show. Thank you very much. This book is funny, you guys. So I'm glad you like the book. I'm going to read that book again. I like the... Justin, which story did you like best? We'll give him a minute to type that in. And I think for the 1000th, we should have another Zoom show. I think that'd be very cool. So I can actually listen to the people and they could talk to me while I'm talking to them. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought you wanted to maybe do it in a park.
We'll have to see because around the 1000th will be around not Christmas time. It'll be around school time. So we'll have to see what's going on.
Yeah.
I will figure it all out. And somebody asked me the glunk. Oh, good. I'm glad. I like the glunk too. I like the thunk the glunk. But what we were talking about?
1000.
And also somebody asked me today if after the pandemic is over, if I'll stop reading. Nope, I'll keep reading. As long as you want to tune in, I will keep reading. So that'd be kind of cool. There you go. I think that's it. You know what? I was watching a video of us, and I thought my eyes were always forward, but then I realized that if I look up at the number over there, how many people, or if I look up there, then I look back, I go, my eyes are always there. That's only because when I look there, my eyes are there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Always in the center. That's it. So, anyways, that had nothing to do with anything. Yes, Mika, it is time to go brosser les dents. Or how do you say that?
Brosser.
What?
Brosser les dents.
Brosser les dents. Brussels sprouts your dents. Seriously.
Brussels sprouts dance?
Brussels sprout dance. It goes with a seafood plate.
I like Brussels sprouts.
Me too.
I kind of dance when I'm eating them.
Well, I dance afterwards. Oh, it's broccoli. Never mind. Fart trees.
Yeah, that's Brussels sprouts too.
Brussels sprouts too. Anyway, I'm gonna get my beard all fixed up because I'm doing a video presentation next week after. So I have to get they want me to grow my beard out a little bit and then shape it for something that I'm doing. That's pretty cool. And then this Friday I'm doing voiceover work, so that's gonna be cool as well. So that's kind of neat. That's me. Good night, everybody. Thank you very much for tuning in. I am very much appreciated. Today was story 904, 905, and 906. And what day was it? Surrey. How many days ago was March 18th, 2020? 476 days ago. 476 days. There we go. Day 476. There you go, everybody. Have yourself a really good night. We'll talk to you later. That's it? Anything you need to say?
No.
Good night, all my friends. Good night. Good night, all my friends. Good night. May your dreams be cheery and your dreams be bright. Good night, all my friends. Good night. Sleep tight, all my friends. Sleep tight. Sleep tight, all my friends. Sleep tight. May your dreams be so silly till the morning light. Good night, all my friends. Good night. Lots of love from Miss Christy and I. And Justin says, I hope you get a puppy. And I hope we'll get one too. Because I'm going to thunk up a glunk puppy.
Don't hurt yourself.
I'm gonna try.
You're not used to using your thinker-upper very... And you definitely shouldn't be using it in overdrive.
I can't talk. You can't talk while I'm trying to think up a puppy, Miss Christie.
You're going to fart.
You guys go to bed and I'll keep thinking.
Don't push so hard.